What is up, Gorilla Nation? It is Relentless here, bringing you yet another Division 2 video. But if you happen to be new to the channel, or you're just enjoying the content, then please be sure to ground and pound that like and subscribe button. Also, reach up there, trigger the bell, and turn on post notifications, so that way you never miss a live stream or video that is uploaded. We have officially hit 12K subs here on the channel, and it is only possible with all the love and support you all have shown me, so thank you to everyone that supports the channel. I appreciate you all so very much. I am humbled. So let's continue this movement onward and upwards. In tonight's video, we'll be going over the regular and clan vendor resets, also the 3 Dark Zone vendors, finishing up with the 2 settlements. Starting out here first with the base of operations. We have an MPX 11,799 base, fast hands, jazz hands, greased. Next we have a military G36 with Optimist, Allegro, stop, drop, and roll. An X45 with sadist, distance, and greased. A Raleigh Holdings backpack, not too bad, 33,087 health, 259 skill power, with spark, hard hitting, and an offensive mod slot. Next we have a Heligard chest piece with 26,622 health, 4% critical hit chance, 447 skill power, and restorative with 2 defensive and an offensive mod slot. Next we have an offensive systems mod with 1.5% weapon damage, 2% damage to health, and 3%. This is just a crappy mod. Next we have a drone mod with 41.6% armor repair, and a turret mod with 58.5% skill haste. Now let's go over to the level 30 clan vendor. I'm so excited for tomorrow. There'll be actually some vids that have already been preloaded that'll start at 2:30, then another at 2:45, and then another at 3, and they all are covering Coney Island with gameplay from the private episode 3 server. I got graciously invited by Ubisoft to it, so check out the gameplay from Coney Island that has the amusement park mission and the ballpark mission, as well as another third video that'll be covering all the new weapons such as the G38, the Vic rifle, the Chameleon, and the Honey Badger. Alright, level 30 clan vendor. We have a 0F's chest piece, Badger Tough, 15,044 health, 21,292 armor, 8.5% critical hit damage with an offensive and defensive mod slot. You could easily take off the 8.5% critical hit damage, and since it already has an offensive mod slot, you can go with a percentage armor, or you can just slap on an upwards of 14 to 16% weapon damage, and it's not too bad, but you probably will be able to find better ones out there. Next, we have a hardwired holster, 19% skill haste, 7% critical hit damage. A live and wear chest piece that has 445 skill power, 6.5% weapon damage, 5% headshot damage, and of course self-adjusting with an offensive, defensive, and utility mod slot. Next we have a Negotiator's Dilemma gloves, 23.3k base. That's some good baked-in armor for gloves, and it has 18% hazard protection already on it, and you can easily re-roll the skill power for weapon damage. Next we have a Sausage 12 shotgun with ignited Allegro protected deploy, a Police MK17, base is 39,504, steady-handed, stable, and cannon, an Overlord Armaments backpack with 6.5% health, 6.5% crit hit chance, 12,769 armor with efficient and insulated. Next we have a Victor SBR 9mm, 9,466 base with measured, stable, and wascally. No, not the rabbit, it is the weapon talent. Next we have a custom L86A2, 15,841 with killer, stable, greased. A Wyvern mask with 294 skill power, 17% hazard protection, and destructive. A Fenris Group AB chest piece with 20,246 health, 7.5% headshot damage, 7% crit chance with Berserk, hard hitting, and a defensive mod slot. A defensive mod with 2616 health, 5.5% extra incoming healing, and then 4% skill health. Now, if it had a higher health value on this particular mod, and then couple that with the 5.5% extra incoming healing, and then focus on more or less incorporating 2 511s, and you can stack that extra income and healing to counteract, having a low skill power. But next we have an offensive systems mod with 1.5% weapon damage, 3.5% holy crap, and then 1% damage to health, and of course damage to my insanity. A utility systems mod with 116 skill power, 2.5% extra outgoing healing, and then 2.5% burn damage. And finally, we have a drone mod at 94.5% skill haste. Alright, we've arrived here in DZ East. This vendor has an SRS A1 with Vindictive Distance Stop, Drop, and Roll. Next, we have a classic M60 with steady-handed, jazz hands, and protected deploy. A D&H mask with 3.5% crit chance, 14% skill haste with Surge. A 5.11 holster with 9.5% critical hit damage and 54-59 health on kill. A utility systems mod with 55 skill power, 143 turret skill power, and then 156 shield skill power. And with the upcoming new specialist, the firewall, if you're looking to incorporate shield and you're a complete dumbass like I am, I save no shield mods, definitely come by and pick these up if you're looking for some utility mods that will actually further your skill power when it comes to the shield. Next, we have a Chem Launcher mod with 45.7% instant air health, a Hive mod with 54.9% extra charges, and then finally a Pulse mod with 147.1% skill haste. Alright, onward to DZ South. Alright, we've arrived in DZ South. Let's check out this vendor. A P90 with Fast Hands Extra and then Rhythm, an MK16 with Steady-Handed Accurate Cannon, a PX4 Storm Type T with Eyeless Optimized and Protected Deploy. Next, we have a Channel Light Industries backpack with 5% critical hit chance, 11,019 health, 3.5% weapon damage with efficient hard hitting and a utility mod slot. Next, we have a Yagir chest piece with 7% total armor, 8.5% critical hit chance, and 9.5% critical hit damage, of course with hard hitting, and 2 defensive mod slots. Next, we have an offensive mod with 0.5% weapon damage, 4% get this the crap out of here, and 3.5% this is just dumb to be in the vendor. Moving on, an auxiliary battery, 229 drone skill power, and then finally plus 8 extra sniper ammo for a turret mod. On to DZ West. Alright, we've arrived at DZ West. Extra and cannon. Murakami Industries gloves with hazard protection, pistol damage, and surgical. R&K knee pads with 5.5% critical hit chance and braced. A defensive systems mod with 5621 health, 20% burn resistance, and 6% shock resistance. Wow, 20% burn resistance. This one might actually be worth actually holding on to, especially if that value doesn't change, even with the later future updates. 20% burn resistance. Not bad. Next, we have a Seeker mod with 90.6% burn strength. Shield mod with 78% holstered regeneration, and then a Firefly mod with 15.4% blind duration. On to the settlements. Starting out first here at the campus. We'll see you guys when we get there. Amanda, did you hear about the news that we're getting tomorrow instead of the game? I heard it was going to be huge. What, you don't think it's going to be huge? Okay. To each his own. Alright, we're here at the campus settlement. We have a custom M44, Vindictive, Allegro, and Wascally. A military MK46 with Spike, Accurate, and Rhythm. And a Raldi mask with 48% damage to elites. A Badger Tough holster with 10,135 health, 6% critical hit chance, 5% critical hit damage. A utility protocol intensity mod with skill power, increased shock duration, increased burn duration, a Chem Launcher mod with 33% ensnare health, an auxiliary battery with 306 hive skill power, and then a Pulse mod at 34.5% confused duration. Alright, on to the next settlement to wrap up this vendor. Alright, we've reached the theater settlement to wrap up this vendor reset. This vendor has an ACS-12 with Reformation Allegro and Protected Reload, a SOCOM M1A with Killer, Jazz Hands, and Greased, Alp Summit Gloves with 15,890 health and Opportunistic. Next, we have some Overlord Armament knee pads with 11,359 health, Restorative, plus 30% health on kill. Just to note, those of you out there that's looking for something to go along with the new specialist tree. Hint, hint. You're going to want to put restorative somewhere on your berserk clutch build because Hellbound Kill also is in the skill tree of the new specialist. Just a heads up. Next, we have a defensive systems mending mod with 51-54 armor, 4% protection from elites, 1% total crap. Next, we have a seeker mod at 90.2% skill haste, a shield mod with 54.5% holster regen, and finally a firefly mod with plus 25 health. Well, to each its own. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Stay tuned for the awesome gameplay video of Coney Island uploading tomorrow, starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.